Now, everyone knows last year was very, very tough for these Commanders. Tons of changes, tons of issues as far as with uh, Mr. Dan Snyder, how the team was going to be sold, controversy left and right, a lot of issues that is going to make a team not be able to concentrate from a high level executive all the way down to, your punt kicker. So let's get into it. Let's get into the depth chart. As far as your starters for the Commanders, this is all obviously preliminary, but as of right now, Sam Howell's going to be your quarterback. Second is Jacoby Brissett, Jacob Fromm, and then Tim DeMorant. As far as your running back, Brian Robertson Jr., Antonio Gibson, Chris Rodriguez Jr., Jonathan Williams. Wide receiver is going to be Terry McLaurin. Wide receiver Johan Dotson. Wide receiver Curtis Samuel. You have a great trio there. The real question is whether or not they're going to be utilized by Mr. Sam Howell. Tight end is going to be Logan Thomas. Fullback Alex Arma. We've got left tackle Charles Leno Jr., left guard Sadiq Charles, center Nick Gates, right guard Sam Cosme, and right tackle Andrew Wiley. As far as your defense, Chase Young, Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen, Montez Sweat, David Mayo, Cody Barton, Jamin Davis, Kendall Fuller, Cameron Curl, Derek Forrest, Emmanuel Forbes. Special teams, Joey Sly, Tress Way, Dax Milne, Antonio Gibson. For your kick return and your long snapper is Cameron Cheeseman. It's definitely going to be a long, long ride here for these Commanders. Looking at the schedule, we have the Cardinals week 1, followed by the Broncos week 2, followed by the Bills week 3, followed by the Eagles week 4, followed by the Bears week 5, Falcons week 6, Giants week 7, Eagles again week 8, Patriots week 9, Seahawks week 10, Giants week 11, a little back-to-back action. Week 12 is going to be the Cowboys. 13 is Miami Dolphins. 14 is going to be their bye week. Week 15, the Rams. Week 16, the Jets. 17, the 49ers. 18 is going to be the Cowboys again. Hey, listen, not too crazy of a schedule, to be honest. We'll come back to that once we get to the preseason. Preseason, they're going to start off August 11th with the Cleveland Browns. The August 21st is going to be with the Baltimore Ravens. And then August 26th is going to be with the Bengals. So, I don't see anything too crazy here, to be honest. I mean, you've got Arizona, Denver. Those are both games that can definitely win. Bills, you guys know I'm rocking my Bills Mafia. Eagles, they're definitely going to take a loss there. The Bears, I think the Bears will take this one. I do. I just don't. You know what? I think it's going to be a close one, but I do think the Bears can take it. Falcons, once again, maybe give that one to them. Giants and Eagles probably going to be back-to-back losses. Patriots, probably going to be another loss. Seahawks, I'm a believer in Geno and company. I think they show up again this year. Giants again, then Dallas. You know, looking at this, Commanders probably are in trouble. Shout out to Scott. Says, I'm sorry that lineup sounds like trash. A few good names, but thumbs down. You know what? I really was trying to be like unbiased and find like the good in it. And you're right. Text 713. It looks like 4 wins. Max. If we're playing spades, this is like 3 and a possible. and that's including the preseason here, because this I just don't see how they're going to get past the Bills, Eagles, Bears without it being a fight. Giants, Eagles again, Patriots, Seahawks, Giants again, Dallas, Miami. Obviously, Tua's healthy, if he's healthy. Rams, they may take that one, but the Jets, 49ers, and then Cowboys. Yeah, this is going to be a tough year for the Commanders, which is really unfortunate because there was I want to say little specks of hope last season, but they just had so many issues at quarterback, and there wasn't any real chemistry as far as with the team in general. Now, obviously, you can't blame everything on Dan Snyder, but I think there was a lot going on in the locker room. I think they were just going out there trying to find an identity, and I think it's going to be another year or two before they really figure out their team in general. I mean, do they even know that they're going to have the same name next year? So there's a lot of issues there as far as that organization, that franchise as a brand, and what's going to happen to these Commanders moving forward. So, shout out to Myrtle, says, here's the thing, their defense line keeps points down and close. Well, you know what? Let's pull it up. Let's get into it. Let's look at the team. Let me see if I can reel this in here. There we go. All right, so we got last year total points per game, 18.9 versus 20.2. Total points, 321 versus 343. Total touchdowns, 36 versus 38. They did decent on their first downs. Did decent on their rushing first downs. Passing first downs, 184 versus 155. First down by penalty, 31 over 29. Third down efficiency was 81 out of 230. Third down percentage, 35.22%. Fourth down efficiency, 12 of 25, 48%. Completion and attempts, 344 out of 554. Yards was at 3,472. Yards per pass, 6.8. Yards per game, 204. Passing touchdowns, 24 of 26. Interceptions, 16. Yeah, that's going to hurt you. That's what's going to hurt you there. Those interceptions, 16 versus 9. Sacks and yards lost, 48 sacks, 311 yards lost versus 43 and 279. It's another thing that's going to hurt you. Rushing, they did decent, 538 versus 441. 2,143 rushing yards, so they did good there. Per attempt was 4. Rushing yards per game was 126. Rushing touchdowns was 9 versus 10. So a ton of yards, but not much touchdowns from those yards. Total offensive plays, 1,140. So they ran more plays. And they got more yards, obviously. So, yeah, I mean, penalties, 92. Total penalties for 805 yards. That's definitely going to hurt. Average per game was 47. And they had the ball longer than their opponents at 33 minutes and 21 seconds. Fumbles lost, 21 and 7. So, yeah. There is a lot to unpack as far as, offensive and their sacks, turnovers, things like that. You can get all the yards that you want to. If you're not scoring on those yards, then hey, you might as well have not gotten them in the first place. So, will the Commanders have a winning season? No. I don't think they will. I think this is going to be another rebuilding year. I think they're going to have to do a lot better as far as with draft over the next 2 years. Make some trades, hopefully, get a good quarterback in there that can utilize some of the core players and go from there.